The Jaguars are back at home this week, their confidence restored after getting back in the win column. They get a rattled Jets squad that has to try and forget Week 7 ever happened. 3 score predictions are up in a minute, but first, a few key stats to digest. Forget the magic mustache, the Jags offense is all about that ground game.
Oh, here he goes, galloping into the secondary and into Bengal territory.
The resurgence of Leonard Fournette continued last week, the big back rumbling his way to 131 yards on 29 carries. He has clearly become the offensive focal point in Jacksonville, and it will likely stay that way until Nick Foles returns. But don't let the score of the Jets game last week fool you. The Jets' D isn't their problem. They held the Patriots to a minuscule 2.2 yards per carry, and their run D has been brutal on backs all year, giving up a paltry 3.3 yards per carry, which is second best in the NFL. And their pass D is also one of the best.
Throws it, and that is intercepted because of it.
Tom Brady did not have a stellar night against them, and again, it wasn't a fluke. New York has held opposing QBs to the 8th lowest passer rating. It is really one of the better defensive efforts you'll ever see for a team that lost 33-0. And the explanation, of course, is that unit was paddling upstream all night long.
And it is picked off by Devin McCourty. Here they go again.
By now, you've likely all heard about Sam Darnold's sixth sense abilities against the Patriots. But the only thing that matters this week is his ability to put that game behind him. It's like when a closer in baseball who gives up a late home run or a kicker who misses the game-winning field goal. It's not always about the failure as much as how easily you can move on from it. But the Jags' defense isn't likely going to make that easy for him.
Here they come! Oh, they got him!
The Jags' pass rush is just as capable of getting in Darnold's face as New England's was. They have pressured QBs on 30.5% of dropbacks, which is 6th best, and they have the 4th most sacks. Darnold only took 1 sack last week, though I guess you could argue he should have taken about 4 more instead of making all those ill-advised throws. But regardless, the Jets' O-line has given up the 2nd most sacks this year, which helps explain why Pro Football Focus has them ranked 25th overall. Can they find a way to hold Calais Campbell and company off this week just long enough for Darnold to try and revert back to his Week 6 form? Let's see what our experts think.
Minshew will float one up for Cole. Touchdown! Keelan Cole, 2nd catch of the season.